Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Citizen Tech Talk episode. Now guys, it's been a while since I've uploaded anything because with Star Citizen, the game's pretty much in development hell now. The developers have, as part of CitizenCon, have admitted what I already knew and I've already shared with the public a couple of years ago and about a year ago as well in relation to dynamic server meshing and how the infrastructure simply does not exist at the moment for that part of the development to continue, which is the most core important part of the game's development. So the game is now technically, factually and proof based on my channel in development hell and won't be progressing anywhere for a very long time. If you were to continue to put money in it, that's your preference. I'm really sick of the toxic, Schizian community, so I've moved on elsewhere to a community where I think I can make a difference and actually help improve the experience for gamers in that community, which is now Valorant. So guys, I've been playing Valorant since I've stopped following the Star Citizen as such, since the before CitizenCon this year, and I've been putting a lot of really long hours in to make sure I'm getting my skills up, getting my eye in. Now I'm not the best player yet by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to take me quite a bit longer to get absolutely wonderful at the game, but I'm pretty good. Yeah, I have some great runs and some terrible runs. That's the nature of the game. But what I've actually noticed in that time is really a big issue with hackers. That's something that, you don't get in Star Citizen because it's a very closed community and there's no way of hacking. But with Valorant, Warzone and CSGO and Battlefield and Overwatch inclusively, let alone Rainbow Six Siege, the whole bit, you've got a lot of hacking. It's a new culture of young people and some older people, using hacks to get advantage, an unfair advantage against players that are actually genuinely getting good at the game. So these are bad players usually who use hacks just to get by, then you've got your good players who use hacks as well for some stupid reason and start getting into some really bad habits, and then once they actually are caught out to turn those hacks off, they actually show that they're actually regressing in skill because they're relying too much on the hacks. So one thing I've done with this video, guys, is I've put together a collage at the start of the video for about 10 minutes showing multiple different players using hacks, wall hacks, aimbot specifically to start with, and then I'm going to take you into the second part of the video where you actually get to see how they're hacking from their side and the actual visual demonstration of how wall hacks work, how people get headshots with aimbot, how the weapon snaps onto the target so easily and gets a headshot every time, and what you can do to identify a hacker when you're playing against them now. Now, no one else has really kind of covered this in great depth or virulency. I'm doing that now, and as you can see from the thumbnail, this is going to be a weekly update. So we're going to have weekly winners of the hacking competition who are going to be named and shamed on the channel, and you're going to be able to actually go back and watch my streams to actually see that I've caught those people out. Guys, I'd love for you to obviously put in some names into the comment section, as well as come and see me on in game on my streams and share some information with me. I don't know everything about Valorant yet by any stretch of the imagination, but there's a lot of people go, oh, but you're not, I don't think he's hacking, I don't think so. And then 5 minutes later, the enemy team goes, yeah, he is hacking, because the person who just denied you is also a hacker. And this is a big problem in our community that we need to get permanently stamped out, because this game could be the biggest esports game in the history of FPS games in the world. And it is so addictive, it is so much fun, and the good people in the community are fantastic. It's just the hackers are trying to bring it down. And yes, they're in the minority, but still they're a growing minority, which is becoming more of a substantial threat to our game and our social play, let alone a competitive play, yeah? So that's something where I've gone to the third part of the video. Now, it's not a very long video at all. It's only about 25 minutes all up, where we actually discuss the psychology of a hacker and the slippery slope they tend to head down. It's the same with a gambler. It's the same with anyone with any form of real addiction, is you kind of start, you dabble in it, you try it out, it's a bit of fun, and then it becomes a habit, and then a problem, and then you can't go back. So this is also a bit of precautionary supporting advice for anyone who's thinking about getting into hacking or is kind of just getting into that kind of slippery slope stage, to maybe pull back for their sake, because it doesn't affect any of us. Riot are bringing in the IP bans, the permanent bans, like Blizzard already had with Overwatch, and Vanguard's going to evolve into something completely different to anything anyone else has done with anti-cheat. And I think it's going to be the most virulent anti-cheat out there because it's kernel based. And if you don't understand kernel compute, I can then do a separate video on that. Just please tell me in the comments whether you'd like to know more. So guys, without further ado, let's just get stuck into the video. So I'm just going to sit here quietly. I'm just going to make some comments here and there, just so you guys can kind of catch those moments that you might not otherwise have caught in the start of the video. So here we go.
If I die.
2 crutches is cool, but what about 3? Oh no! I was platinum silver. Match tournament has been punished and your game has been cancelled. No win or loss has been credited for any players. Cheater detected. Who do I think was cheating in there?
Careful now. Taken out.
All of these rounds.
Placing alarm. Here.
Try him out.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
How many were there?
2 more mid.
Oh, they're coming deep.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, did anybody see that? Oh my lord.
What do you do?
There's a random shot through the smoke. I just...
So this guy's trying to play it down. Oh wow, what a lucky shot, etc. so forth. He has aimbot as well as wall hacks going. His wall hacks aren't showing up on screen, but his aimbot is clearly in overdrive at the moment, just so you know. And he does admit he was hacking the whole time.
Reloading. Stay down.
Reload.
Plant. Take bomb, plant.
Heaven.
Both heaven. Just try to hold. I'm flanking.
If one of them drops, I got him.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
never mind. One of
One enemy remaining.
1 HP. Probably 2 HP.
You just pissed on him, bro.
Wow. You guys.
Still inside.
Heaven. 2.
Got it.
One move.
One down.
Nice.
Ropes.
Nova's hit set 66.
Oh wow.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, ropes.
Buddy, go.
We have smokes down, bro.
There.
Fuck heaven,
Revealing
please.
area.
Fuck heaven, please.
Sorry, boys.
What I find funny is he wasn't using aimbot there. He was just using a frenzy, and he didn't shoot them straight in the head. But all the other ghost shots were headshots. Even the classic was 2 headshots. Guys, this is obvious aimbot hacking, and this is something that most people never pay attention to. The only kind of people that can get lucky enough on a reasonably regular occasion in the form of headshots like that are your Radiants, your Platinums, your Immortals, your Golds, even your Silvers, but not Bronze players, not Iron players. And this guy is obviously not playing against the highest quality players in the game either. And they're not saying anything. They're just like most people, going through the motions, getting quietly, toxically angry, and really not enjoying the game because of this one person. Now, he just got a bunch of kills. He has been getting a bunch of kills throughout the video so far. And do you think that's fair on you if you're a normal player? Someone doesn't hack, someone doesn't cheat. Well, of course it's not. And we want to get people like this out of the game. Now, this guy has done this video intentionally. It's to show people that hacking, this is what hacking's like, this is what aimbot is and how it looks. Yeah, so he's using this as an entertainment purpose video. He's admitted he's hacking from the start to show you what hacking looks like with aimbot specifically, and then with it turned off. That frenzy, he was hitting body shots. He only hit one headshot, right dead close, you know, point blank. The rest of those shots then on Reyna and the Killjoy, they were body shots. So it shows you that aimbot doesn't give you a true advantage. All it does is make you look like a bit of a muppet and get you reported and banned. And if you continue to do it like a lot of habitual aimbotters do, as well as wall hackers, especially wall hackers, which I personally despise the most, yeah, you're going to get permanently banned from the game at this stage with your IP being tracked, and you won't just be able to get another account set up. So many of these hackers think, oh, I'll just set up another account. No, that's not the case anymore. Your IP will be permanently banned, and that means anything that's connected with your phone, anything that's connected with your internet, Wi-Fi at home as well, and I mean internet Ethernet, as well as your Wi-Fi at home, or any other device you're registered to, your Google account, everything. So don't think if you just change internet providers and you get a new IP address, it's going to follow you and the anti-cheat will know who you are even though you change ISPs. That's how sophisticated this new IP banning process is going to work. Keep in mind, this is kernel-based. This is the core of Windows. So this has full rights and access to the most private of your Windows files and settings on your computer. You can't change your digital identity online. Even if you tried to, you know, make up a new identity, you might get away with it for a while, but it'll catch up with you and you'll be in the middle of a game and you get IP banned again and kicked out. This is going to happen with all games. Battlefield 2042 is already working on that, the Fog of War stuff as well. And this is the thing, guys, you can't escape this for much longer. And if you continue to try to test your limits, you will be permanently banned from the gaming world indefinitely. Because eventually all of these anti-cheats are going to conglomerate into one database and your name will be spread across all games, all developers that use anti-cheat software. Just a heads up. Anyway, I'm going to pop off the screen now and let you watch the rest of the video, and I'll come back at the end and we'll do a bit of a wrap up and go from there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Cheers.
Neutralize.
Healing.
One's a pet.
Die.
One's tree.
There's
One tree, one
grass,
cat.
one tree.
Ping bomb. People who aren't allowed ping
Last
bomb.
player standing.
One's gonna push you while you
Shot
ult.
that. Shot that. I am the hunter.
One enemy remaining.
Three gone.
Give your recon dart.
No one
go,
escapes my
Doozy.
sight. Revealing area.
Oh my god, 117 and 134, bro. Two of them are low.
Spike planted.
Two of them are still low, guys. Two are low.
Taken out.
One
Last
that's two are
player
low.
standing.
That's low.
I didn't know.
You heard one garden, and there's one on elbow.
Oh,
He's pushing.
One enemy remaining.
Last one's one shots.
He has to be left side. Nice try.
Nice.
Wait, actually, I'm not sure.
Let's go.
No.
Whew.
Careful now. Taken out.
Enemy remaining.
Three out of 5.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Of course he knew I am. At this point, just pick them off. Heaven.
Spike down A.
You have a flash. One's gonna be graffiti right in front of you.
Fake TP maybe?
They don't actually know I'm in this corner, right?
Spike remaining.
You have flash.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh
my
god.
No shot right now.
Ace.
Get out of my way.
One down.
Fire in the hole.
3 down. One enemy remaining.
How do I do that? How did I?
One enemy remaining. Last player
Oh,
standing.
70.
Huh.
One down.
Dude, he bought an armor. Really?
One enemy.
Oh my god, it's winnable.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it's fucking winnable.
He could hear you his front side.
7 bullets. I mean, none of the takes back out, right?
Wasn't he on your right side?
Oh.
Oh.
Who's next? What? Careful now.
Low yan.
One enemy remaining.
Come on, let's go.
Ace. Ace.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Sa may likod. Nice one, A.
Trail.
Target down.
Last player standing.
Triple, baby.
One enemy remaining.
120 on the Reyna, jeez.
Wait,
Reloading.
I don't know why, but the last
Spike
I
planted.
couldn't see because I just fucking spectated him.
Last player.
That's over.
Yeah, he's cheating. I know he's cheating. I know he's hacking. I know he's cheating.
Spike planted.
He's cheating. 100%. I'm willing to bet my life he's cheating. I'm willing to bet my life he's cheating. I'm actually not trolling. He's cheating. No, not the second kill.
One's like default and short.
Last player
Did
standing.
50 to jet.
You should have seen, bro. I wish I saw the very end of the first round. He was literally locking dead center on this dude's chest, like it fucking like perfect tracking him. It like robotic movement tracking.
That's how hackers work. If they know that you know that they're cheating,
Like, do you got like?
or
something
you
like a piece of
suspect
skin
them, then
hanging
they
or
just
something, or
stop.
What's going on with that? Mid.
Hey, couple
Hey,
A1.
I lag.
He called
Making sure.
mid when they're
You
up
should
A.
run.
Someone's
You,
joining mid.
mid doesn't even make that
You can spam
noise.
them.
Also, another fucking tell that you're a hacker is if you're a fucking noob in a fucking high rank game.
70 close right. 70 close right in default.
One enemy remaining.
Nah.
Last player standing.
Rep left.
That tracking, dude.
There is an option.
I think he has like a, man, I don't know what it is. I think it's a trigger bot that like,
Damn, what the fuck?
but it doesn't lock on like
Toxic.
directly. It's hard to fucking
This guy's
explain.
hacking,
That.
bro. He shit talking.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I fuck with it.
I think he is. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Well, he said
Right
they're
there, though.
rushing mid when they're all fucking A. Like you can just tell when they're fucking noobs, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
I'm not really paying
mid
attention
makes
to
a
what he's saying,
grass
but
sound, bro. Like what?
I mean, I believe you, but I'm just not really paying attention to what he's saying, so I don't like know what's happening.
Now this is just like this is literally an investigation now. I don't even care about this game anymore. I just need to know now. Dude, wait, fuck. I actually need to run it down. But if I run it down, it's actually throwing. But I just need to know, bro.
This is the most obvious A hit I've ever seen in the world, Phoenix.
I'm gonna report him to
down.
like Riot Dead after and see, tell him to check if he's cheating.
Trust. Double up long or something. Bomb. Other.
That was
Spike
bottom mid.
down
That was bottom mid.
A.
I'll head to box that.
One enemy remaining.
No one escapes my sight. No one.
Oh, Sova Freakazoid?
A bow and
Is
arrow
there
is
Sova
old-fashioned.
Freakazoid?
Sometimes old ways are best.
I can.
Nice
You can
aim
hide.
lock brim.
You two, can you two buy him? Oh, I can buy him. Cypher, Silver, can you buy her, bro?
Yeah, they're all saying he's hacking now, bro. Uh-oh.
Cypher, can you buy her, bro?
Revealing area.
Bro, I literally knew this guy was cheating
Don't play
from
lost.
one fucking shot at the end of the round that I saw. I was like, what I saw was like literally unbelievable. Like how centered to the chest it was, like
I think they fell off of A.
fully tracking him. I was like, there's literally no
Oh,
way.
they're just hiding.
It was literally a fucking robot
Running
playing
up
the game.
a lot. Looking long.
I think he has like a switch on how to make it like better.
I think short.
He's gonna stop cheating now though,
They're
because
leaving.
everyone's talking about it. He's gonna stop cheating now.
That's good.
Buck the duck, thanks for the
Omen
prime.
and Jet are both low. I got fucking.
30 seconds left.
Grim, it's time to toggle. Garage window.
You can tell he's cheating. Everyone starts talking about it, and then he
Spike
starts
planted.
fucking actually hard trolling. Like that was his serious gameplay. Like that was him trying, like himself, not the robot playing for him. You can tell. It's just a night and day difference.
Last
You
round
can just
before
tell.
the switch. One enemy remaining.
See, even that centering. Did you guys see that while he's just fucking spamming? It's just weird. Oh
Perfect aim,
my
but he was running, so it
god,
wasn't
that was
accurate.
fucking. That was obvious.
Oh.
That was obvious. That was fucking obvious.
Respect
Except
though, good
he didn't
cheating,
know.
he's got the fucking brimstone
He
line up
didn't
the
know how
slot.
to fucking.
Show me where to go.
He didn't know how to counter strafe.
but you are always the.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Yeah,
Okay, they're cheating, yeah, cheating.
Get that, get that.
Oh, you ain't coming back.
Son deuxième, il y a un deuxième lock.
Qu'un ennemi.
C'est que son. Il y a des saccades en fait. Tu vois, il y a des saccades sur son écran au moment où la game lock se.
One enemy remaining.
Clean.
Money.
I didn't spend money and I'm not gonna get banned because I'm not cheating.
Yeah, you're cheating, Pablo. Shut the fuck up. You're retarded. He's feeding off of this.
They're supposed to be fighting back, right?
That's a little fishy. I'm following this guy around. Bro, you're fucking cheating.
Good work. Don't screw it up.
Come on, let's go!
They're pushing me.
Spike's here.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Wait, he's Romanian, isn't he?
Stand down.
Yeah, Romanian still right.
Oh yeah, probably married a 13-year-old girl.
Message sent.
Fucking gypsies.
Train hard.
Was it brown?
One enemy remaining.
I'm just being a dumbass. I'm loving this, bro. Eat new bag.
One enemy remaining.
Heads up! Quadra!
Watch this, ready?
Oh, that's me.
And just walk, so he doesn't have sound.
Yeah.
I think I have more fun than they have.
Okay, now we got the smoke.
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
120 on the Reyna, dudes.
Wait.
Reloading.
I don't know why, but the last I couldn't see because I just fucking spectated him.
Last player.
That's over.
Yeah, he's cheating. I know he's cheating. I know he's hacking. I know he's cheating.
Have you ever cheated in a game? Any game at all? I think it's safe to say that most of us have used cheats in at least one game in our entire lives. Game cheats are, well, a part of gaming culture, and the Konami code is famous for it in its own right. Who of us played the original Doom hasn't typed in IDDQD to activate God mode? Game genies and game sharks were cherished parts of our gaming history. When it comes to single player games, practically everyone has been a cheater at some point. In the days before you could change difficulty levels mid-game and easily acquire walkthroughs, game cheats were also a great way of getting past seemingly impossible sections of a game. In both cases, using cheats is about having fun. Either you'd exhaust the legitimate fun you could have, or the game just stopped being fun for some reason and you just wanted to generate some more. These days, single-player cheats have largely been replaced with custom mods, which are even better. Long before your first pure playthrough is finished, some genius will already release a mod that does exactly what you need to do and get way many more miles from your favorite game. Virtually no one has a problem with this, since cheat codes and modding in a single player game doesn't hurt anybody. Your increase in personal enjoyment doesn't come at the expense of someone else's. At worst, you're simply cheating yourself, but since the point of the game is to have fun, it shouldn't matter as long as that's your experience. However, cheating in a multiplayer game, on the other hand, is a different monster altogether. That catcode demon you vaporized using your cheating ways doesn't care one way or another, but when you use an aimbot in Rainbow Six or an Overwatch, the avatar you just wasted was under the control of another person. Your fun was gained at the direct loss of someone else's. Human beings, and believe it or not, animals, such as our close primate cousins, have an intuitive understanding of fairness. A fair competition is considered fun, but if it turns out that you never had a chance and the cards were stacked against you, the sense of fun goes right out of the window. When someone cheats in a multiplayer game, it ruins the experience for all the non-cheating players. Those people stop having fun and leave the game, which obviously the developers want to avoid because it loses them money. Generally, the ethics of cheating in multiplayer as opposed to single-player games is pretty clear-cut. The former is unethical since it does harm to others, and the latter is not, because the only person involved consents to it. Even though most people would agree that cheating in multiplayer is wrong, that doesn't stop them from being pretty common. As an overall percentage of players, cheaters are in the minority, but in absolute terms, there's enough of them around that most players will encounter them from time to time. So that leaves us with one really tough question. Why? Why do people cheat? What possible reason could they have to do it? To get some answers about this subject, we don't have to look much farther than the amazing work done by Dan Arley. Dan has done a lot of research into decision making, rationality, dishonesty, and cheating behavior. He actually has a few fantastic books out there that are well worth reading. I actually read one of these books as I was researching this exact topic. See, Dan's experiments have shown us a lot of interesting things about the rules and the causes of cheating behavior. From his work, we know that small forms of cheating are very common and large forms of cheating are pretty rare. The way he puts it is, everyone cheats some of the time, but very few people cheat all the time. The issue is that in absolute terms, the damage done cumulatively by all the small cheaters adds up a lot more than the small number of big cheaters. People all have this small bit of cheating leadway that they do, and they don't really feel bad about themselves when they do it. Sometimes, however, this leads down a very slippery slope. For example, someone tries a small form of cheating and they get away with it, and slowly but surely their dishonesty racks up to this point where it becomes a real problem with serious consequences. Although the total length of the journey to be a big cheater may be long, the hops in between are very small. That makes it very easy to rationalize each one within what Arley calls the fudge factor. Once you've reached a certain level of dishonesty, your baseline also shifts. Once you're comfortable with where you are, you can just fudge along again. That lines up very nicely with some of the interviews and comments that I've seen people who buy hacks for online multiplayer games. It starts off with them just trying out a cheat for fun or because they are bored. Sometimes they're frustrated simply because they aren't very good. But why they first try cheating isn't all that's important, but what matters is when they do try it and like it, especially since there aren't usually any immediate negative consequences to their actions. Getting banned for cheating, if you get caught at all, usually runs up the slope of escalation. You might get a warning, a temporary ban, and eventually a permanent ban that can be defeated by just simply buying another copy of the game. How far people are willing to go also depends on the perceived risk of cheating and how badly they want that feeling that cheating can give them. For example, if both stakes and the risk is low, you should see in theory more cheating. However, if both of them are high, it would depend on how high the perceived reward was relative to the risk. For the potential cheater, the juice might just be worth the squeeze. Game developers as of late are getting wise to some of the psychology behind cheaters as of late. They seem to realize that there has to be severe consequences and that has to happen fast. Blizzard has actually been doing a very effective job with Overwatch. A permanent ban in Overwatch is really, really permanent. Buying a new copy of the game won't help, and once you're out, you're out. That high risk associated with cheating in Overwatch promises to seriously reduce the level of cheating, since the risk and reward ratio is tipped drastically the other way. Hell, I've even seen videos of Overwatch players getting banned mid-game while cheating with no warning whatsoever. Blizzard's not playing around, and Overwatch is probably the best strategy to follow against a group of people whose dishonesty is also bolstered by being anonymous and unable to see the people they are cheating. On the other hand, for the past couple of months, games like Rainbow Six Siege were biding for their time. They were collecting data on cheaters and banning them in waves. Since at that time there had been no immediate feedback on bad behavior, this was at the time much less likely to actually dissuade anyone from cheating in the long run. However, with Rainbow's new patch bringing in BattleEye to the new anti-cheat system for Rainbow, we have seen a huge wave of people being banned from the game. And the cherry on the top is Ubisoft is not afraid to even post these people's names into a global chat room that everybody can see as a way of publicly humiliating them for cheating. And while sometimes that notification may be annoying while trying to play the game, it's a grim reminder to the players of the game that cheating will not be tolerated and that it's never worth the high risk for the reward.
Cronus Sen
is a revolutionary new device with the world's definitive controller emulation and scripting technology. Built on the Cronus legacy, the Zen offers a whole host of amazing features. With Zen, you can use almost any controller on any console. Digitally mod your controller with thousands of free scripts, and utilize the OLED screen to navigate the functions of your chosen mods. Zen also gives you unprecedented aiming accuracy with mouse and keyboard controls, giving you the PC edge in console games. Cronus Zen, console gaming without limits.
Alright guys, so now you've seen what the hacking looks like. Now you've also seen what it looks like on the other side of the screen. You've seen the Zen Cronus. You know how much that cost at JB Hi-Fi, guys? 200 Australian dollars. Now, if you're willing to spend $200 on a machine from a big retailer, and that is just unconscionable behavior by the retailers to start with, and something I'm going to be actually looking into with the ACCC myself. I'm going to see if I can, do something about that on a personal level, because that's disgusting. Charging $200 so people can cheat to start with is disgusting behavior from a retailer, let alone the industry. Secondarily, the fact that people are willing to spend $200 to cheat, they're the habitual hackers, and they're the ones that have really set themselves up for massive failure in the long run and get into those really terrible gambling mechanics of gameplay where they're actually losing all skill that they have and completely relying on the hardware or software to facilitate their experience. So guys, that's just that. So now you've seen everything there is. You understand the psychology now as well. Please, in future videos, if you have stayed on to this part of the video and you're actually watching this right now, thank you so much for watching all the way through. It's really important information that no one's willing to share with you, so I'm doing it instead. More importantly, if you have any other experiences, please put them in the comments. If you have any feedback or any information that could help with the growth of the channel, please put that back in the comments. Also, guys, I'm going to be doing a weekly name and shame, so that's why it's Hacker Hunters Weekly, because we are going to be the hack scene to our community, and we're going to get rid of all the problems by naming and shaming these hackers on a weekly basis. So I'll be putting up a short video once a week, every week, at the end of every week, week, to basically list all of the hackers I've caught on my streams, and any hackers that you guys have come across that you have been able to name and shame yourself, put them in the comments, or you can always join our Discord as well and pop them into the channels there. You have to be an enrolled member, so when you come in, you'll just get, the general access as a guest. But then if you want to become part of the YouTube community, then you'll have the opportunity to be able to access the channels where you can actually pop these info drops as such in relation to these specific people and remain anonymous. So it's a good way of doing it that way. Guys, look, I'm thinking about also, once we've got some traction with this, hopefully things go well. I know there's going to be hate come to the channel. I'm very used to that already with Star Citizen. That we can actually set up a second channel called Hacker Hunters or Valorant Hacker Hunters and involve other channel members within the actual team. So people like yourself, people that get weekly recordings, have a camera or have a webcam, and you want to get on, do some presentation of your own experiences, things like that. You can become a channel member, and we can all do our separate presentations during the week on different days. Obviously, we can work out a schedule where everybody gets an opportunity to share their experiences from their own standpoint. We'll also have, obviously, 2, 3 people, 4 people on an actual video, on a live stream on YouTube or Twitch, doesn't matter, where we can all talk together about our weekly experiences and what, similarities of things we've all seen and trends that are actually happening in the community at the time in relation to hacking, cheating, game development, etc. So, guys, I really want this to become a thing where the community, you yourself are involved. I don't want to just have to do this by myself and just be the only lone wolf on this. I'd really like to obviously get the second channel up and running and get all of you involved and have you doing your own presentations. You don't have to be a fantastic professional YouTuber. You can be as, greenhorn as possible. Get up on the camera, give it a go. You're talking to a lens, you're not talking to people directly, and you will get used to it over time. It's hard to get used to looking at a camera for the first time, but once you do, you move past that, you'll be able to actually talk to your audience, and I can give you some support, coaching, things like that as well to help you get started. So guys, look, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've learned a lot of information from it. I did notice actually in rewatching it now, one of the Phoenixes did an alt-tab. He was alt-tabbing onto his second screen for his aimbot software. I didn't notice that until just now, so I was having a bit of a giggle from behind the scenes with my camera turned off and my mic muted. So yeah, there's more information for you guys. So if you did miss it, go back and have a look. It was on the bind map, and yeah, I'm sure you'll see it when you review it. So yeah, guys, anyway, so coming up next week, I'll be just doing the name and shame lists, as well as just a quick hi and a quick bye at the end. Nothing too spectacular on the CTT channel, and please feedback in the comments if you want to join the Valorant Hacker Hunter hack scene team. Please, or you just want to participate in the channel and upload videos and share them so we can then put them up and then, have a look at what you found. We're more than happy to do that as well. Obviously, we've got the Discord. You can always Dropbox and send us a link. You can send me a link directly in the comment section. Email me at citizentechtalk@gmail.com, or one word, all lowercase. And I can have a look through the information there, get back to you, have a Skype call, whatever you like. Get on Discord, have a video call, however it suits you. And yeah, we can go through things that way, or we can just do it via text, whatever suits you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.